of the Democratic Party, or how about Rashida Tlaib or Ilhan Omar? It's only the media only picks out sort of the one far out Republican that it can find, the most in that breed, and then holds them up as a symbol of the entire party. Well, if that's fair, then Ilhan Omar is the classic Democrat, and we should, and Maxine Waters, and we should all just think of them when we think of the Democratic Party. Think of Ilhan Omar or Maxine Waters.
Well, keep in mind she was featured on 60 Minutes, their first guest. And I'm thinking to myself, why? They find her intriguing. She's going to run for president? No, they tried to mock her. That was the whole thing, and they wanted to make her the symbol or the face of the Republican Party, which she is not. She's fine for her district, I guess, but to me, I don't see her making the country better. I don't see her trying to do the best for her party. I think people are trying to placate her as a wild card. I really don't think she makes much sense, but I really don't have any use for people that try to use this position to get famous. I think a lot of people are doing that. So yesterday, Chris Coons and Bernie Sanders were out telling everybody how competent that Joe Biden is, but no one buys it. 34% of the country thinks his economy is good. 70% of the country doesn't want him to run again, but he is. Martha Raddatz went out to Pennsylvania to talk to some younger people about Joe Biden. Cut 4.
You voted for Biden.
I did.
He announced this week. What was your reaction?
Regret, disappointment, frustration.
While it's very early in the race, that disappointment and frustration was expressed again and again by young voters we talked to.
I think I would go for Biden, but obviously I would prefer a fresher candidate.
He announced this week. Were you excited by that?
Not particularly. I'm more interested in a progressive candidate.
What do you like about Joe Biden?
What is going on?
I mean, this was on ABC. So no, everybody, if they did that for Obama or Clinton, they would have had certain people that were passionate about it. But he doesn't do anything as a president, and all he could do is create his own results. And no matter what he tells us, it's not going to make the economy better, the Afghanistan anything less than a disaster.
I don't know what's going on.
You know, Brian, I think Joe Biden's performance as president and the public reaction to it, to me, there's a great divergence. And I think the public relations aspect of what the media has done is given Joe Biden a patina of a good and decent man, right? Of a hard worker, of a serious. I mean, he is the most corrupt president we've ever had in my lifetime. I mean, he has gotten rich off of selling access to his positions. There's no question about that. And, this good and decent image that he has, I mean, talk to anybody who deals with him face to face. I mean, it is a great coup that his image of the lunch pail candidate, the guy from Scranton, all of that stuff, none of it is reality. His policies do not reflect any of that. His policies have smashed the middle class straight in the nose, and yet he gets away with it. I mean, again, I am just fixated on this idea of the media has made Joe Biden into something he's not. It has distorted our politics to where it's beyond recognition. But they all celebrated each other on Saturday night, so who cares, right? They're having their own little party.
Yeah, I didn't go, and I usually love to go, but over the last few years, I just don't have the stomach for it.
Right.
So a couple of things. You know what's happening right now? His son, Hunter, is in a courtroom trying to lessen his child support payments for a kid that he denies having, that wants to prevent from having his name, and that the father and grandfather in this case don't even acknowledge. And as Jonathan Turley wrote, they hung stockings for the cat and the dog and the rest of the grandchildren, but not her, with this young 4-year-old named Navy. And the other thing, so just keep in mind, that's the type of family it is, and that's the type of guy he is.
And that's if you talk to people in Delaware, I mean, they're all afraid of the Bidens, right? I mean, I'm talking to somebody down there who said,